Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're actually going to be going back into the Cove, leveling the area up, maybe running into the Raging Raiju minions, and leveling up some of our veteran level people. So the team actually is mostly a fire team, which I haven't used in a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to using a fire team again, because, well, they're really fun. We'll see how this affects the success rate, because I haven't had the best success rate with fire teams. So the team is Bonnie the Runaway, who I'm not sure how this is going to work, because this is also kind of a dance team because of how I want her to work. She's going to be opening with Dragonfly. So that's going to mark targets and putting a fire debuff plus 50% damage received on them. With some of this other stuff I have on her, maybe it'll be doing more damage and upping the fire attack bonus even further. I don't necessarily know because I don't remember how much debuff resistance they have in the Cove. We might be frying some fish, we might just be wasting our time. It has a minus 75 damage modifier, but the, fire attack up and it hits the first two and it moves her back. We then have Cauterize to heal if we need to, and also cures bleed and does extra healing versus bleeding, so it can heal for up to 14. I have Ransack for when she gets into rank 3 and needs to move forward, and it also does extra damage versus marked, which will come into play in just a moment. And then we have Searing Strike for when she's in rank 1 or 2 and just needs to do damage to ranks 1 or 2. And it also counts as a fire attack, so it does extra damage for when I have that all built up, does extra damage versus marked, and because it's a fire attack, it builds up the fire attack debuff by 25%. And then we have the carved toy on her, so she gets plus 33% crit. Not, additive, but multiplicative, so it gives her a 10.6% crit rate instead of an 8% crit rate. She's going to have minus 4 speed, minus humans, but then on range attack hit, debuff target, mark target, so I'm not entirely sure how this works, if I'm being totally honest. I think this makes it so they have a chance to resist her ability to mark them with the carved toy, so we'll see how that works. It also gives her plus 50% dodge because she has the set, so it ups her dodge to 45. Dragonfly will have plus 50% crit rate, so since this has a plus 10 crit mod on it, she should have roughly a 30% crit rate, I believe, with Dragonfly, and plus 20% stress versus humans. Then we have the Netted Blanket for her, which gives her plus debuff resistance, minus damage versus humans, and then on attack hit, fire attacks will get an additional 25% damage received. Maciek is in here just to get me a little bit of money again, because as you can see, my money is falling very short again. So he's going to have the same kit as last time with Fungal Claw, Skin Prey, Slink Back, and Medicinal Spores. Skin Prey is the main thing here getting me money because those are worth 1,250 apiece, getting 2 to 3 per corpse, and 1 Skin Prey can get me up to 3 corpses. We're using Fungal Claw just to do damage, and there are marks, as you can see, so that's 100% damage versus marked. Otherwise, doing 3 Blight for 3 rounds versus non-marked, and we're going to be opening up with Slink Back, moving him back by 2, blighting the first 2 rows, ignoring riposte, putting him into stealth, and Medicinal Spores is just healing as needed, and because he's stealthed, he's going to get plus 50% damage and 15 crit from Dark Tincture, and he's going to move forward on melee attacks, which is Fungal Claw, and then he's going to get an extra 50% damage from Skulker's Scarf. We've seen just how much damage that can do. And Keegan the Arsonist is mainly going to be using Molotov Cocktail. However, he also has Hot Headed for riposte, Cleansing Fire for healing himself, curing Blight and Bleed, Red Hot Poker to bypass stealth, marking a target, and plus damage on a fire attack. We then have Wielding Goggles, so plus accuracy versus marked, plus protection, a little bit of minus HP, but that's alright. And then Greased Rags, so on range attack hit, debuff target for plus crit received. So a lot of stuff going for the fire attacks already. And Ching the Corsair, which yes, that is actually her canon name, is mainly going to be using Oil Urn for the knockback 1, debuffing target for minus speed, minus dodge, and plus 100% damage received for fire attacks, and then finishing off targets with Firecracker, so that's a minus 25% damage mod, Shuffle Single, minus 17 accuracy, however she's not going to get the minus 17 accuracy because of the Gunpowder Arrow. Firecracker gets plus 3 damage but cannot debuff, and on ranged attack hit, debuff target with the Firecracker plus 15% crits received. And then we have Plunder Riches for plus 20% damage, minus 7 dodge at death store, minus 15% healing received, and on monster kill, plus 5 dodge. So a few upsides there, a few downsides, but she's going to be kind of the finisher, it seems to me, hopefully, like after the first round. We'll see. And then, of course, I get the camouflage cloaked, which is going to help with some of the stealth people. So plus 8 crit if stealth, plus 25 damage if stealth, and on any action, stealth yourself, 33% chance for 2 rounds. That's going to kind of help with some of the builds I want for the Falconeer. So we'll see if I can't get that. It is a medium. I have 2 people that can technically heal if I need to, so I can adjust things as needed. We'll just see what I can do here. Bring some bandages as a just in case, a bunch of medicinal herbs, a few keys. I will bring torches. You know what? There was one thing I actually really wanted to do. I'm wondering if I have the space to do it, or let's see if I have the space for it first, because I did want to bring these smoldering ribbons. And then I think a few people here have accuracy issues because there are higher dodge things here. So we'll have that. So I do have 2 extra spaces, which I could use for warpstone and a V mark. I don't necessarily need the altar ribbons or the amphitheater. I did want to bring the kraken ribbons so people level up faster. So if I were to say get rid of the bandages, this might work. So I'm going to bring the kraken ribbons also just for the resolve experience so people level up faster. I'm actually not going to put, and if I use it or don't use it on the trapper, he's going to level up anyway, so might as well use it on him. But I am actually going to trade something out here just so I can see how it works. So what we're actually going to do is, because we got a new nifty trinket, if I can find it back. So I got this warpstone snuff last time that I said I wanted to use. Slow evolution of warpstone addiction. I read that as if I equip this, the warpstone addiction is going to evolve. It also just gives him 8% crit if he has the warpstone addiction and he receives less stress and has disease resistance. So I'm going to take this over the Skulker's Scarf. So he's going to do 50% less damage if he's stealth and receive 50% less damage. So because of that, I do need to give him warpstone addiction. So we're going to bring a warpstone, and we are going to bring a V mark to stabilize or tend the warpstone addiction and just see how it evolves, I suppose, and go from there. All right.
The flopping fish-like things abhor the warding sigils. Let us.
So there are the smoldering ribbons on. I don't think the smoldering ribbons worked, but all right. Training ribbons, kraken ribbons. Well, we'll see if that worked. Maybe it did. And then we're going to use the warpstone on him, and we're going to use the V mark on him and see how the warpstone snuff works. Maybe I needed to use the smoldering runes one in a fight or something like that. That's the first time I've actually used that one in particular. I'm going to place these over here so they're easily grabbable. And we're going to play with the makeshift study table. So plus 30% damage until camp. Cool.
The light, the promise of safety.
Curio there, Curio there. So I'm going to go up here first, and then we'll explore this whole section. Trapper can get rid of traps, who would have guessed? And we get our first fight to see how this all works. Lurking Stingray, I think that's the first time we've seen this on the estate. We are going to do... How much would Firecracker do? Actually, if it crits, it could actually take up the bosun. Yeah, we'll just go for damage on him for now, just because it shuffles him. I'm then going to do hot. No, I'm not going to do hot-headed yet, just because he's in rank 1 or 2 and he needs to do slink back. So let's do Moltive Cocktail and hit the Lurking Stingray. There's our debuff for that. We're going to do slink back just for the damage, and he's gone. I'm going to do... Okay, that won't get rid of him even with the 50% crit rate, wow. Okay, hopefully not getting rid of the corpse here. Because we need those corpses. I'm gonna be a little greedy. Gonna do hot-headed, just for the riposte. Skin and prey, so I get some money. Firecracker do 26, because plus 100% damage received. More if I crit. And then we're going to do Dragonfly again.
Precision and power.
I actually thought that would be doing more damage. We do want to do lethal damage to this Stingray here, just so it
The bigger the beast.
doesn't lose the corpse. And Bonnie can probably take out the wide mouth, so let's heal the blight.
Vertical precision.
Skin prey again. I think that's still only worth 2 to 3, even though it's a size 2. Cauterize, because I thought I could do ransack here, but it can't hit rank 1, unfortunately. So that was poor planning on my part. Can't hit rank 1 again. Red hot poker to take him out.
As the fiend falls,
6 skins.
blossoms.
I have an anti-venom to do that, and we'll just take the rest. Gonna get rid of the bandage default party order, and let's head off. Do. I already see problems with this party. Yay! Alright, slink back, blighting them. We're going to do hot-headed to move forward, pulling this one. Hitting our riposte. We are going to do Dragonfly, hitting these two.
Impressive.
Would Firecracker take one out? It would take one out.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Then we're gonna skin prey. We are going to red hot poker the captain, just for the mark. Probably take out the captain now.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
We're going to ransack to move forward. I probably should just put Getaway on her so she can have a move back and go into rank 4 for him. Let's do the oil urn on him so that he has that lovely plus 100% damage. Skinning prey again. Dragonfly.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We'll do red hot poker for the mark. Not gonna take him out quite yet.
Executed.
That's another skin prey. I know this is horrible to do, but and down he goes. Money is money. That's like 10,000 gold just from that fight. That's
Clearly in view.
I know that's absurd.
Or is it
I know that's bad to do.
Of the light?
No scout, so don't know if I can get rid of anything yet. What I am gonna do, we're gonna get rid of that and put on getaway just so I have a way of her moving back. Oh, we have the Thlassic Thresher and some other stuff. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna oil earn the bent. Right, I can't firecracker that. We're gonna oil earn the Thlassic Thresher just to get the plus damage going on him right away, because we're just gonna keep building that up. We are going to slink back,
Well,
just putting the blight on them. I think that's gonna bleed actually, and I don't have a bandage, do I? So let's get rid of that just so he doesn't do plus damage. And then we're going to do Dragonfly to move back, putting the higher burn on them. Firecracker. Let's hit the, let's go with the Thresher. Just because we can start kind of ripping him apart, yeah. And then we will move forward so I can start doing damage with him. I thought I would do the getaway and I did. So that's fine. And that's just him getting protection out the wazoo. We're going to do hot-headed just to get the riposte going. And now we're going to dragonfly these two.
Slowly.
No corpse, that's fine. We don't need a corpse off of everything. Let's... I think I need to take out the Thresher.
Devastating.
He's the bigger target here. And we'll ransack him. And firecracker him. Really not doing all that much extra damage. And then Molotov should... Molotov won't even finish him off. Although if it crits it will, or high-end no, because it's only a blight for 3.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We'll see how this works.
Grievous injury.
Dragonfly may take him out, otherwise he'll go down on his next action. So we're gonna oil earn this thing just so it takes more damage. 250% damage received. We're gonna Molotov Cocktail hitting Thresher because that's gonna go at the Slater. Then if I Dragonfly, if I don't crit, he doesn't go down, but this... Oh, and even the Slater's not going to take much.
A powerful blow.
And because we crit, there's no corpse. And then we can just do that. Definitely taking the 3 Jades. Default party order.
Pride precipitates a
I'm going to get this on the way back. Because I'm assuming there's going to be a way back. Yeah, there's one quest location. Trapper can take care of this. I haven't been paying attention to this, but we're still on Warpstone Addiction Tended.
As the light
I'm not touching that. We'll get that on the way back.
And purpose is made clear.
And here's one. I have an extra space. We're gonna torch. We're gonna go back. They can eat. Holy hell, I have 15 prize skins already. The amount of gold that is just ludicrous. Alright, so I'm actually going to go all the way down to here and go back up and get that curio that way. There's only two things that have a corpse right now. I don't think the blood flower leaves a corpse if I remember right. I could be very wrong there, but just because I never actually let them leave a corpse. They're usually the last thing that gets taken out. But we'll see. Let's see here. Let's just do Searing Strike on them, yeah? Just because technically I'm only hitting one target and we'll oil earn it. Yeah, and they can resist the mark, which is unfortunate.
The ground quakes.
With 150% damage received from fire attacks, that's awesome. We're going to move forward so I can attack with him next turn. I'm not gonna pull with her, but I would do extra damage. But let's just dragonfly these two, I suppose. Firecracker. Red Hot Poker could take it out.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Oh man, I really do want to get the Countess over with now, kind of because of these guys. Another one down. I'm gonna cauterize because that's what we can do. Oil earn this one. The blight isn't horrible, so I'm just gonna red hot poker and get the fight done before he blights me again.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Now, like I said, I'm gonna go down and then around. They can eat again. Kind of expected that to be a thing. Not touching that. Once again, not touching that. I could get extra invitations off of them, so I might come back around to them, depending upon how we're looking afterward. I'm gonna go up, get that curio. Why is it always bloodsuckers? Firecracker. You know what, if I hit this one hard enough, then Dragonfly. Never mind. We're just gonna take it out. Then we're gonna ransack. And we're just gonna go for the hit. Alright, let's Dragonfly hitting both of them, because I'm probably going to finish him up with Keegan and Maciek. That was my assumption. An oil earn, not that I expected it to do much. Oh, Red Hot Poker is a fire attack. Did not finish it off, but that's fine. And down it goes. Taking what I can.
This expedition at least promises success.
Probably just leave the single torch for the Onyx. We'll do this. Break this with a shovel. We'll leave all that. All right. Well, hit the one in row 3. Then I can Molotov and hit it and take it out. Ransacking. Yeah.
A singular strike.
And that'll put her in row 2 so she can Dragonfly next turn. And then let's take out the Stinger.
Decimated.
I was gonna say, if it does damage, it takes it out, but it did nothing. He can heal himself. And then down it goes.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So I see the final quest location. That's not too far away. Don't really need the Serpent's Gland. Let's go over here really quick, grabbing this curio, which is just a torch. Sometimes that's all you need.
To be spent.
We're gonna go over here. Mackie can get the trap. Torching up, grabbing this, because we're not coming back this way. I am going to use the food to heal up. And we're going to go up to these rooms. Just make sure we finish the quest. I do absolutely need to get the Mad Bombers down. So let's do Slink back first. Lighting these two. I'm gonna do Ransack to hit it, and then I'm gonna finish it off with other attacks.
Decisive pummeling.
Because it's gonna get an absurd speed later, so it needs to go down now.
Obliterated.
Then let's do Red Hot Poker to de-stealth the Oracle. We're gonna move him forward so he can do something next turn. You know, every time I try to do that, Ching is not gonna be able to use Getaway, which is kind of weird. We're gonna do Firecracker on the Oracle. Now I have a corpse to price skin on, or get price skins from. We are going to Molotov Cocktail the one in the back. Unfortunate, but that's fine. We're gonna ransack him to take him out. Now I have 2 corpses. We're going to heal Keegan, because I don't want to take out the wide mouth. Before I do this, then just take him out. Definitely taking these, and there we go. And there is quest complete. But let's see if we can't find anything else in here that's fun. So we're gonna go all the way up there, then trudge back down there, if we can.
Another
Get through
mariner,
that wall.
another misfortune.
I can get a negative quirk gone, so scattering would be good. Yeah, let's get rid of scattering. Got 4 torches left. There might be a wall in here, and otherwise I don't really need those. Can get rid of the shovels now.
A handsome reward.
Cherished prayer book for the anointed could be good because friendly skill, cure bleed blight. Maxed out on those jades. Take those, and I don't need the blood. Now the fight. Just plated maggots and an energized stinger. So let's do slink back. I do moltive throw. I don't think I'm gonna get what I want here, so let's mark an energized stinger for now. Then I'm gonna firecracker the one in the back.
Annihilated.
Little disappointed that the Smoldering Runes ribbons didn't work. Would Red Hot Poker do more? No. So we'll just multi-throw this one. He goes down to Blight. Bonnie can ransack this one. We do have a corpse to get.
A death by inches.
But can't get it. That's fine. Taking everything.
Trifling victory.
We'll
But a victory nonetheless.
get rid of the torches. Pop the holy water just because I can, and continue on. Apparently I did leave the treasure in the treasure room, so I will go back for that as well. We're gonna dragonfly these two. Moving forward, just because I kind of forgot about that. Gonna try to firecracker on the brawl just so it doesn't go boom and it's taken out. And let's do Red Hot Poker, marking the Oracle and de-stealthing it. Now I do extra damage versus marked, so let's do this. We're gonna firecracker. Let's hit the Oracle in the back. Now I have a corpse to play with, or skin rather. Let's do ransack moving forward, hitting the bulwark. And we are going to do hot-headed for the riposte. mean, it's not much, but it's something considering. Alright, skin prey. Get me that 3,000 gold. Or 4,000. However you want to look at it. We're going to red hot poker, do a little bit of damage. Firecracker. And let's do Searing Strike. Man, he is tanking this group right now. Although he's about to drop. Alright, so... I suppose Firecracker on Wide Mouth. We're just gonna heal Bonnie. Down one goes. Down the other goes. Taking what I can. I'm gonna camp here. I'm gonna take the Ox Skull. Just gonna eat till we're full. We're going to get rid of the medicinal herbs for the crests, and we're gonna keep the rest. So, we're gonna Ferocious Web because prevent nighttime ambush, plus debuff chance, plus debuff resistance. I'm going to Nature Provides for the food and everything else. And use 2 to heal. We're going to get plus 8 crit and crit versus marked for the party. And that's what we can do. Don't quite remember what that one does off the top of my head, so I'm going to leave it. I think I need holy water to interact with it if I remember correctly. So we're going to go... I don't know why this isn't interacting with my mouse. I might have actually gotten this. I'm going to go double check it. And then we'll go to the battle stuff there. I might have actually gotten that treasure room. And it might just be bugging out. Yeah, just move to this room. So I'm assuming I have this. But we'll see. No, I didn't get it. Alright, so taking everything. That means I probably do not need the keys. And we'll go down. Don't have any more torches. Now, depending upon what my inventory looks like after these 2 battles and these curios, I will go and do 1 or 2 of those throbbing cocoons. Just to get an invitation. That's going to be a stun, ain't it? Lovely. So let's do hot-headed to move you forward and get our riposte. I was hoping it'd be a bit more, but that's fine. Bonk you. Going to Firecracker 1. Down, I can skin it. Because I don't have enough skins already. Man, Keegan, you're missing everything today. Gonna mark the Thresher. Gonna skin that. Before I lose an opportunity, we're gonna take out the other Stinger, which we'll skin at a later date. And we're gonna ransack. Skinning again. Oil earning for the huge amount of damage there, so plus 150%. We're just gonna red hot poker for the fire damage. I'm gonna Searing Strike once again for fire damage and mark damage. I deserve that one for not using Cauterize. We're going to Firecracker. Holy hell. I'm going to Cauterize here just because I can, and we're going to take him out with like anything we do. I'm going to Medicinal Spore. And then Keegan can Red Hot Poker take him out.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Taking my 6 skins, we're going to light the torch. I don't have too much room for those, but I can still use some. I can get rid of the shovels for now. No. There could be like 2 things in there that might use the shovel. I thought it was a area room, but this could still use it. Okay, so let's take out the Energized Stinger. I tried. At least we dodged that. Firecracker to take it out. So I don't want it stunning or bleeding us. We're gonna ransack and go for the captain. And I'm gonna Red Hot Poker to take him out. Now I got 2 skins there. Which I'll gladly take. Firecracker the wide mouth. Down he goes. He's not going to damage us, and that was one of the bigger damagers. We're going to poker you. Marking for Bonnie. So who can now Searing Strike and probably take him out. Alright, so 6 more skins, so that's absolutely ludicrous, like I said. I'm actually going to trade that for the boss. There's, like I said, more uses. And we'll call it that. Now, I could trade the food out for the busts, but I am going to do 1 or 2 more fights. Can't use anything on that. And there are cocoons there I'm going to go do now. Just because invitations. And I can use a few invitations to set myself up for success on the Duchess. Countess. We gotta take out that Gatekeeper. So let's do just that. Red Hot Poker him. He's down. Not calling in reinforcements. Next are going to be the Sycophants. I am going to skin him. Man, can you imagine what these guys are thinking going, hey, we're still fighting? Stop skinning things mid-fight. Holy hell, is it good for the Hamlet. Ah, we did get a Crimson Curse out of that. That's what I get for going and doing this. We're going to take out the marked thing. Gonna Red Hot Poker this one, just leaving a Sycophant. So we can Searing Strike him. And then whoever goes next can basically annihilate it. I suppose Ching couldn't because it was row 1. But that being said, Bonnie kind of deleted it. So prize skins, I'm gonna just pop that. can take a few of the deeds. Actually, I can take more than just a few. And we're going to take the invitation. I think there's another one right up there. And we'll be good after this. Oh, there's only 3 here. Well, he's down. Attack now, that was the signal. Yes, you took out the guy who can summon reinforcements. That was a signal, alright. A red hot poker. Now, if Bonnie went first, this would be really nice. Because then I can delete him. And now we just have this guy left who isn't gonna take too much like that. Alright. That is pretty much what I'm gonna get out of fights. I think I feel alright dropping a single jade for 5 more crests. Just doing a very quick check, but I don't think there's anything else here that's worth dropping for a jade, so I know there's a few more of the throbbing cocoons around, but I don't got food to walk to them now, so let's just end here. So I did get the camouflage cloak, which was the original reason I wanted to come here, then the 3 portraits, and the 6,750 gold for the quest reward. That being said, just from all the prized skins and the few other things I brought back, I got another 57,000 gold 600. I think I have enough to train another set of champions for when they're ready, because that's very expensive. Most of my gold there actually went to training Rex, because remember he got brought back from the grave, and that took me from like 60 or 70,000 down to like 8,000. It was really, really expensive. And we got 57 crests and 9 deeds, so that's awesome. Magic did hit level 5, everyone else is still level 3. Magic got Night Owl, and Keegan got the Yips, which I'm going to get rid of, and then we're going to get rid of Kawasaki's after that. And then Ching got Steady, which is actually pretty nice. Really surprised how low stress and low damage everyone took there.
The frothing waters subside. The advantage is ours.
And then Gentle Tide. Superstitious mariners rejoiced earlier today at news that the unspeakable eldritch evils no longer threaten their cargo. Plus 33% resolve experience in the Cove on next quest, and plus 15% damage in the Cove on next quest. Now, maybe it's because I tended the Warpstone addiction, but nothing really happened here. So maybe next time I'm gonna try using this without tending the Warpstone addiction and see how that evolves. Because to me this makes it sound like the Warpstone addiction evolves and doesn't go away. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But I was thinking something more would maybe happen. We are going to get rid of the Yips first on Keegan if I can select the right person. And then next time we will get rid of Kawasaki's. I don't need to throw anyone in stress relief after that. The 2 people that are veteran levels I don't need, unfortunately. I'm going to get rid of Vertigo on Carmine. I'm then going to get rid of the runs on Big B, because we were still getting rid of some stuff from the previous run. And then after that, Carmine still needs to go into stress recovery. So this is kind of what I was talking about with the Nomad Wagon, where some of the trinkets that I really, really wanted probably have the best chance of showing up here. This is one of the trinkets I've been holding out for, like on the Kraken, and because of that was probably one of the better chances I had not going to do the final Kraken. The Void Heart I can buy for 25,000 gold. It's one of his 2 Crimson Court things, and I have his other one. Mind you, I have the King's Brand for him, so if I get this I have the full set. Crimson Court plus 30% max HP on Ghost, who doesn't have much max HP for the fact that he is a legend with rank 5 armor. he only has 28, so this would be another 3 health, roughly. Maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know how that math rounds. Minus 50% stress while afflicted, plus 15 accuracy while afflicted, and plus 10 crit while afflicted. Remember, he has a unique affliction, so if he goes above 100 stress, he will always afflict. And then no cost too great, so if you have the set on him, plus 10 damage if torch below 76, plus 15% damage, stacking with the 10, if torch below 51, and then plus 20% damage if torch below 26, and I do believe that all stacks, so for a grand total of 45% damage if the torch is below 26. And then he gets more damage if he's afflicted, more dodge if he's afflicted for less health, and a few other things. So that's a huge thing. The Kindred of Rot's Exaltation is another one that I've seen once, but there was another trinket I wanted slightly more. So because of what we just brought back, I feel alright buying both of these, as both of these are ones I've really wanted. So now, we can play around with Ghost a little more and just show just how good that set can be, or like playing around with it. Oh wow, that brings him up a little bit more than I thought. That gives him 9 health. I mathed wrong, but now I can show just like how much an affliction build on Ghost can do. Then if I buy the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, I can play around with this. This is another one of those where if you have the Warlock's Masterpiece, this is one of those that kind of goes kind of well with a few builds, just because plus damage while bladed, and there's some ups and downs there. Now this is on attack hit, you'll always blight yourself, so there might not be as much of a reason to have that. It'll keep that blight on you so that you could possibly do other stuff if necessary. But I will be getting this as well, so that just spent most of the money we got, but that's alright because those are really good trinkets. And it also did get us a little experience for the Cove. And the Skaven standard is also available in the Warpstone Mines again, which is another one I've been kind of eyeing up for the Phantasma. It changes what she kind of does depending upon position, and there's not too many like good looking trinkets about, so I may go be doing the Ferocious Stormfiend next time, or I might just be leveling up more veterans. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll see, because I'm a little undecided right now. I got a little time to decide, because I kind of would like this Skaven standard, but at the same time I kind of would like to keep on the leveling up some of the veteran people, because there's this huge laundry list and I would like some of them available for some of the bosses, particularly Courtyard, and I'm gonna want to do the Courtyard sooner than later, I think. So I'll figure something out, I think, but that'll be it for this time, I believe. So as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.